Nobody told me that boundaries were not about pushing people away. They were about pulling myself back in. Welcome to Queen She Speaks. Let's have a real conversation. Can I be honest with you about something personal today? Something I have never said out loud before. I am a psychology student, a senior with 13 classes left, and I should have had my degree by now. I am a wife, a mother, a sister, a caregiver, a driver, a problem solver, a first responder for everyone else's life. And I was getting straight A's, while carrying all of that. And then one day, I just got tired, physically, emotionally, completely, and I had to stop. And I want to be honest about what that felt like. It felt like failure. It felt like I start things and never finish them. It felt like everyone else's needs will always come before mine, and that hurt. It still hurts sometimes, but here's what I know now that I did not know then. I did not fail. I was never given the conditions to finish, and there is a difference, a huge difference, while my own life sat on the back burner, waiting. And if you have ever felt that way, if you have ever watched your dreams collect dust while you took care of everybody else, this episode is for you. We need to talk about boundaries, not the kind people throw around on social media, the real kind, the kind that could have changed everything for me, the kind that can still change everything for you. Because here is what nobody told me about boundaries. A boundary is not a wall. It is not punishment. It is not selfish. A boundary is a declaration. It says, my time matters. My goals matter. My health matters. My life matters. Not more than yours, but just as much. And that is something nobody ever taught me. So why does setting a boundary feel like the hardest thing in the world? Because I was taught that love means sacrifice. I was taught that a good woman puts everyone else first. I was taught that my needs, my goals, my dreams, they can wait. They can always wait. And I believed it. I believed it so completely that I stopped questioning it, until one day I looked up and realized I have been waiting my whole life, and nobody is coming to tell me it is my turn. I have to tell myself. And can I tell you something I have never said out loud before? Sometimes it was not even my choice. Other people's decisions took away my choices. I was put into a position where I had no option but to help, no option but to show up, no option but to say yes, because there was nobody else. And when you have no place to go, when you feel trapped, when you feel stuck, when you feel helpless, that is a different kind of exhaustion. That is not just burnout, that is grief. Grief for the choices that were made for me. Grief for the life I was building before everything changed. Grief for the version of myself that had to be put on hold so everyone else could keep going. And I need you to know, if you have ever felt that way, trapped, stuck, helpless, you are not weak, you are not a failure. You are someone who showed up when nobody else would. And that is one of the most selfless things a human being can do. But selfless does not mean self-abandoned. And somewhere in all of that, showing up for everyone else, you still deserve to show up for yourself too. And here's what not having boundaries has cost me. My degree is still unfinished. My health has suffered. My business has been built in the margins of my life, in the stolen hours, in the early mornings before everyone wakes up, in the late nights after everyone goes to bed. And I know I am not the only one. I know there is a woman watching this right now with an unfinished degree, a paused business, a health goal she keeps putting off, a dream that keeps getting pushed to tomorrow because everyone else's needs feel more urgent than her own. And I want to say something to that woman right now. Your needs are not less important. Your goals are not less valuable. Your life is not less worthy. You have just been living like they are, and it is time to stop. And I know what happens when you try to set a boundary. I know because I feel it too. The moment I start to say no, the anxiety shows up, the overwhelm, the frustration. I feel it in my neck, in my shoulders, in my head. My body tightens up like it is bracing for something. And most of the time, I back down. I say never mind. I say yes when I mean no, because the discomfort feels like a warning. But here is what I need you to understand. That discomfort is not a warning to stop. That discomfort is a signal that something important is happening. That is your body saying, this matters. This boundary matters. You matter. Feel it and set it anyway. And here's the most honest thing I can say today. I am still learning how to choose myself. There are days when I do not even know how. I have been putting everyone else first for so long that I forgot what it felt like to come first. I forgot what I wanted, what I needed, what made me feel alive, and maybe you feel that way too. Maybe you have been living for everyone else for so long that choosing yourself feels foreign, uncomfortable, almost wrong. If that is you, I want you to know something. You are not broken. You just never learned how. Nobody showed you. Nobody gave you permission. Nobody sat you down and said, you matter enough to be chosen by yourself. So I am saying it now. You matter enough to be chosen by yourself. And we are going to learn how to do that together, one small step at a time. Here are 3 steps to start reclaiming your power of choice. Not big dramatic steps, small intentional ones, because that is how you get yourself back. One choice at a time. Step 1, make one micro choice today purely for yourself. Not a big decision, something tiny. What do you want for lunch? What music do you want to listen to in the car? What do you want to wear today? Choose it without considering anyone else, just you. That is where reclaiming your power starts, in the smallest choices. Step 2, identify one thing you have been postponing for yourself, not for your family, not for anyone else. One thing that belongs to your life, your degree, your health appointment, your business goal. Write it down, give it a date, put it in your calendar, make it as real as everyone else's appointment, because it is. Step 3, give yourself permission to grieve what was taken, the choices that were made for you, the time that was lost, the version of yourself that had to wait. You are allowed to be sad about that. You are allowed to be angry about that. Grief is not weakness. It is the honest response to real loss. And on the other side of that grief is the woman who finally chooses herself. I wish someone had told me sooner. I wish someone had sat me down and said, your degree matters, your health matters, your business matters, your dreams matter, and you are allowed to protect the time and energy it takes to pursue them. Nobody told me that, so I am telling you, your life is not less important because you are also a caregiver. Your goals are not less valid because other people need you. You can love your people deeply and still protect your time fiercely. Those 2 things are not in conflict. They are both true at the same time. I am still figuring it out. I am still protecting my time. I am still going back for that degree, and I am still choosing me every single day, even on the days when I do not know how, even on the days when it hurts, even on the days when the guilt shows up louder than my own voice. I choose me anyway. This is Queen She Speaks. I choose me every day in every way. And sis, so should you. Now tell me in the comments, what is the one thing you are choosing for yourself today? Let's hold each other to it.